Assalamualaikum. Our group EMD5M8B Group 5 will present the industrial project for cost manufacturing process. Our lecturer is Mr. Mazwan bin Mahad. The company that we selected for this project is Losh Manufacturing. Our group consists 5 members, which are Muhammad Zulzaki bin Zunaidi, Muhammad Zulhilmi bin Muhammad Izhar, Reza Hakim bin Jawahar Hussein, Siti Amalia Aisyah binti Mat Hanafi, and Siti Nurhana binti Mazlan.
This slide shows the content of our presentation. We have several content as displayed in the slide. For the distribution of work, we have distributed the team tasks for all 5 members evenly as shown in the slide.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Reza Hakim bin Jawahar Hussein. First of all, I will talk about the company we have chosen, which is Losh Cast Iron Company. Losh Manufacturing Company was founded in 1896 by Joseph Losh. Losh Manufacturing is one of the American oldest and longest running cookware companies in continuous operation. Not only that, but it is also the largest cookware company in America. Losh Manufacturing Company, which is an American manufacturer of cast iron cookware based in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. Joseph Losh and his wife, Anna, settled in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, a town of 3,000 people along Tennessee River. The Losh Manufacturing Company has operated continuously in the same location ever since and holds the title of being the oldest cast iron cookware manufacturer in the United States. In the beginning, Blacklock was the original name for this company. Blacklock focused on manufacturing a wide range of cast iron products, including cast iron cookware. Blacklock experienced success until May 1910 when a fire sparked and destroyed the foundry. But Joseph Losh and his family didn't give up. Just 3 months after the fire, the company was reborn down the road as the company we know today, Losh Cast Iron.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nurhana binti Mazlan, and I will present about the manufacturing process and the technology employment. Introduction. The manufacturing process is the process of turning raw material or part into finishing good through the use of tool, human labor, machinery, and chemical processing. The roughly explanation for the fire pan, where the cast iron pan is made by a mix of molten pig iron, steel, and other ingredients, is poured into a sand mold. It is melted at a higher temperature than iron. The mold hole is shaped, so the pan is being cooled, the sand mold is broken, and the piece of cast iron pan is left. The process that involved in this cast iron frying pan is melting, casting, pouring, shakeout, scrubbing, sorting, finishing, seasoning, and packaging. Next, for the ingredient, the higher quality materials such as pig iron, recycled steel, and casting for foundry process is used for the pan. All the ingredients will be transported into the loading chamber to eliminate the ingredient that does not qualify with the quality standard and weighed according to the exact recipe. After that, the alloy will be added to achieve precise chemistry. Next, we go for the first process, which is melting. Melting is a change of solid into a liquid when heat is applied. Therefore, the mixture of pig iron, recycled steel, and casting for foundry and alloy will be input into the electric furnace at 2000 degrees Fahrenheit and hold 10 metric tons of liquid iron. Then, it takes 45 minutes for a 22,000 pound charge of metal to liquefy. Next, the sample of the metal was taken for observation where the spectrometer is used to measure chemistry of each sample. After that, the silicon is put into the tighter furnace at 90 degrees in the air. Next, we go for the next process, which is casting. The binding agent will be added in the casting process where it holds the outside together or slack that form in the metal mixture. It will start with the previous pattern, then use the schematic molding machine to press a mixture of sand, water and clay against the pattern. Therefore, the mixture will travel through a conveyor to a funnel, then to the molding machine. Therefore, the mold is created. For this company, is capable of making 350 until 400 mold in an hour. Next, pouring. When the sand mold is created and the molten iron hit the right temperature, the liquefied metal pour into the mold. Since sand melted at a higher temperature than iron, therefore it holds the shape when it comes to contact with the molten iron. Then off to the shake-up line. Shake out and scrubbing. So the cast iron will be coated. Then it will move along the vibrator conveyor to shake off the molding sand, which is will be recycled. The cookware insert a rotating drum which is filled with iron media. The function of iron media is to break up the sand and scrub it from the casting surface. The media is continuously will be recycled. Next, it will go to the sorting. The cast iron will go down the line to the sorting section. So the cookware will be sorting for the gating, which is harder channel of the iron. After the sorting, the frying pan will undergo the cleaning process. It will be cleaned with the fine steel shot, blaster for all sides inside the machine. The grinder is used to remove any side edge left for the gating. Cookware will fall into a bed of stainless steel media, soap and water to enhance the finish. The stainless steel media is designed to come into complete contact with every inch of the skillet for a deep clean. Once cleaned, the frying pan will hang in the conveyor to be seasoning. So the frying pan will go through a hot rinse and hot air blow off, then being sprayed with the vegetable oil. The frying pan will be baked at a higher temperature above the range of typical household oven. It will create natural, easily finished that get better with use. After exiting the oven, the frying pan will slide to the cooling room to bring down the temperature to the safety handle. After go through all the manufacturing process, the frying pan will undergo the packaging process. So the final inspection will doing before packing it with the biodegradable paper and corrected packing material and ready for the distribution.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Amalia Aisyah. For this part, I will present about the design concept. Design concept is the first part of the design process after the brainstorming the final idea. The main idea of the process, by over 120 years of experience, each piece of large cookware is crafted for durability and versatility. Each design of large cast iron company has its own cooking purpose subject to its effectiveness, user-friendly structure and aesthetics. Few of the functions of the cooking cast iron are to grill, normal or deep fry, and also to make soup. Each design varies with size, depends on demand of cooking portion. The large product catalog has changed many times, but there is one design element that appears in every single of the product, which is the teardrop shape of cast iron skillet handle. This shape has remained largely untouched, according to the current last CEO, who has been with the company for over 48 years. They had tried the other shape, but the people keep wanting the traditional design, which is the teardrop shape that was created 120 years ago by Joseph Lodge. In 1950, Lodge responded to growing business demand and converted its foundry from a hand-pour operation to an automated molding process. This led to safer and more efficient manufacturing that at the time was very rare. Quality assurance is the activity that are focused on the process used to create the deliverable. The first one is threatening. Threatening is to enhance the threatened cookware. It is cleaned with a fine steel shot. Then the cookware will fall into a bath of stainless steel media, soap and water. The stainless steel media is designed to come into complete contact with every inch of the skillet for a deep clean. The second one is seasoning and temperature. The cookware goes through a hot rinse and hot air blow off. Then it was sprayed with vegetable oil and baked at high temperature, well above the range of typically household oven. Seasoning forms a natural, easy-release cooking surface and help prevent your pan from rusting.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Reza Hakim bin Jausin. I will proceed our presentation for product produced by this company. Losh Cast Iron Company produce a lot of quality products. We can categorize their products into some types such as bakeware, Dutch ovens, griddles, grill pans and grill presses, grilling, heat-treated cast iron, and skillets. Now, I will show some examples of their products from each type of product produced by this company, so we can know more clearly about the product produced by this company. Firstly is bakeware. With their seasoned cast iron bakeware collection, it's easy to make your homemade baked goods and casserole that rivals to your favorite bakery and restaurants. Each item of their cast iron bakeware has an ergonomic design that is easy to grip, lift, and move around the kitchen. Secondly is Dutch oven. A Dutch oven is a heavy cooking pot with tightly fitting lid that is good for braising. Dutch ovens are also excellent for making soup and stews. Then we move to griddles, grill pans, and grill presses. Griddles and grill pans have a difference in their surface. Griddles pans have a flat surface, but grill pans not. Grill press is perfect for pressing unwanted fats from meats. For grilling, this company also provides grillware for outdoor adventures activities. Whether you are a weekend warrior or a vacationer, you can use all the grilling cast iron products by this company. Heat-treated cast iron was produced to keep food hot from oven to tables. It is also made with a patented heat treatment process that prevents rust. This product is also dishwasher safe. The last type of product produced by this company is skillets. This type of products is commonly used for searing, roasting, and frying foods over moderate to high heats. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zilmi bin Muhammad Izhar. So for today, I will talk about the problem faced. To cast an iron pan, we might face this problem, this 8 problem, which is bubble defect, pinhole, sharp flash, chip, blowhole, open hole, run out, and crack. So this problem we might face while casting an pan iron. So for the first one is a bubble defect. So bubble defects is happen when the gas produced by an animal fluid melts, which are influenced by thermal oxidation. So when we casting the cast iron, the oxidation between the cast iron pan and fire will produce bubble defect. After the animal fluid is disintegrate, the hole formed by the escape of these gases remain open, resulting the formation of bubble defect. So as you can see here, this is a bubble defect on the casting iron ground. So next we go to pinhole. Pinhole is a common effect for the casting. So pinhole are primarily formed when water vapor combined with surrounding component. This chemical reaction can occur if and only if the following condition met, which is molding sands include a lot of nitrogen and has a lot of moisture in it, and second is a slag is entirely scrubbed through the smelting process. So pinhole in casting iron can be avoided by restricting the formation of air bubble. This might include changing the feedstock to minimize hydrogen carrier and decrease flow rates to lessen the possibility of oxidation. Next is a sharp flash. Sharp flash is defined as a surplus of material that seems more like a protrusion towards product age. While this casting flaw is caused by faulty molding plate. So it can cause adequate clamp force, ill-fitting mold plate during the injection procedure, overfilling occur. So the next is chip. Chip is commonly have while casting the cast pan iron. So chip appear on the cookware when the substrate texture is coarse or inconsistent as a result of the heat treatment during the manufacturing process. So next is a blowhole. Blowhole is a bigger cavity than pinhole. A subsurface blowhole emerges on the interior of a cast and typically not apparent until after it has been machined. So before machine, blowhole might be difficult to identify, but after machining, we can see at the next slide, which is open hole and blowhole. So this is open hole, this is blowhole, and this is open hole. So open hole and blowhole is the same defect, but open hole will occur at the surface of the cast iron. So this defect have several causes, which is poor venting of mold and cores, insufficient drying of mold and core. So to increase this, to reduce these potential defects, we can increase gas permeability of sands, increase permeability of mold and core, which is allow air and gas to escape from the mold cavity. Then we can increase rate of solidification by reducing metal temperature during casting. We can jump to the run out. Run out is a liquid metal leak out of the mold, leading to an incomplete of missing casting. To prevent this casting defect, design the casting mold with precision. So we can inspect and replace any defective mold before casting. So as you can see here, this is where part of missing add mold. So with designing casting mold with precision, we can know that this defect can be overcome. Next, high temperature can lead to the excess wear and tear of mold. So you use quality material for your mold that can resist high temperature. Last but not least, the crack. Crack is appear in the form of irregular crevice in branch pattern. These casting defects are usually hairline crack, which one might easily miss or misidentify as a scratch. But in the most serious case, this crack can completely break into two pieces. So we can avoid this by having more inspection.
Hi, I am Muhammad Zuzaki Bezunedi and I will continue with the discussion part. Lodge Company had chose casting process as their main method to produce their signature cast iron pan. The question is, why the Lodge Company choose the method? We had list the alternative of the casting process, which is a machining process, stamping, and forging. But we choose a machining and stamping process to be compared with the casting process, as the forging process is impractical for the mass production. These are the comparison of the chosen process. First is the casting process, which is used by the company. The second is the machining process, and third is the stamping process. The advantages of the casting process is low cost of tooling. Second, it designs flexibility. Third, short lead of time. The disadvantages of the casting process is not suitable for low volume production, give a poor surface finish, and dimensional accuracy. It's dimensional accuracy problem. For the machining process, the advantages are a high surface finish can be obtained, a good dimensional accuracy, and variety of geometry features are possible. But the disadvantages are expensive and it creates huge of waste. For the stamping process, the advantages are cost efficient, great accuracy, and simple operation. For the disadvantages, it claims tooling in advance. It's only work with a non-ferrous metal which are not suitable for cast iron. From all this process, we conclude that the casting process is the most suitable process to be choose to produce the cast iron pan, which is already made by the company. from the comparison, we know that the casting process is a more suitable process to produce a cast iron pan, but we cannot deny that if the stamping process be able to work, it's going to be huge advantages for the company. These are the suggestions for the stamping process to work. First, by using a ductile cast iron, also known as a ductile iron. Ductile iron is a durable, fatigue-resistant metal due to its spherical graphite structure. The first patent in 1948, ductile iron is a today's version of cast iron. The advantages of the ductile iron is its ductility. It can be bent, it can be shaped, and it's not like a regular cast iron, the grey cast iron, which is brittle. It breaks when we want to shape them. The other advantages is a high resistance to impact compared to the grey cast iron. The disadvantages are a lower dampen in vibration. It also has lower thermal conductivity, which is 36 watt per meter Kelvin, compared to the grey cast iron, which is 52 watt per meter Kelvin. If the Lodge company want to use this process, the company also can produce several other products such as silverware, mixing bowls, and cooking wok. The solution for the problem that occur during the process, such as the defects that have been explained by my friend Zohelmi, one of the solution is the mold inspection. Mold inspection had to be made to make sure the pattern plate is installed and oriented in the same direction. This will help to see if there are any inaccuracy in pin and also prevent the sharp flash to occur. The next solution is a better design of mold. The better design of mold can be achieved by using a spur and spur system with a riser tube to supply the molten metal and include the channel for the metal to flow into the mold. The last solution for the problem is a mold quality assured. This is to avoid pinholes, voids, and open holes by ensuring that the foundry sand is dry and permeable. We must to make sure the mold and the core are dry and stored dry before use to make sure there is enough ventilation for the mold to allow the gas to escape. Now I will continue with the continuous quality improvement for the task. The problem we face during the task is a lack of resources. Due to the online learning, we hardly find a company with the good details of the manufacturing process in the internet. We also cannot feel the true experience of visiting the company. The improvement that can be made is we gladly if there are any ready-made list for the name of the company that can we investigate on. Our suggestion is to send the representative of each group to visit the company or select the company to collect the information for the task. Due to this fewer number of people and social distancing, we couldn't see if there are any problems, and this method is much more effective compared with the online browsing.